for joining this interview. I wanted to ask you, the theme of 2026 for WCCM will be the future of religion. How do you think? How do you feel about this, and what are your thoughts about this theme?
I don't come from a Christian family myself, so religion as an institution, as I can see it at church in the French landscape, always felt a little bit strange and outdated maybe. And I actually had to go through the experience of faith by meeting other people and having conversation with them. And I had in myself this spiritual calling for spiritual meaning. And behind this spiritual meaning is my wish to be at peace, to live in a harmonious environment with people whom I can relate with, who I can talk to. And I have this need of being surrounded with love, basically. So this need is actually what I can see in myself as being the divine point, the core of my being, the most precious and important part of my being, and it pushes me to be looking for what is light, what is good, what is other-centered. And so that led me to meet people and to discuss these questions with them, to get to explore, to follow kind of a pilgrimage. It has developed over time in different stages. And from this, I understood the support that community can bring to answer my calling, my spiritual calling. And with them, I have been able to go into the official religion, like going into the Gospels, going at Mass, having the liturgy, bread and wine, and I was able to find meaning in all of this, because originally I have this longing for love and peace, and with the help of a community I was able to understand the meaning, why we're doing all this liturgy, why we are repeating these same words. And this is, I think, how religion can evolve as in a world that is changing a lot, and people are getting very suspicious about religion for good reasons. And I think it's the way of reconciliation with religion is to go back to the center, to the core of our being, to remember that we long for love. That is the purpose of religion. That is what is really important. Everything else is just a shape that we've built around it, and the shape can only be understood if we start from love. And at some point I was able to understand that what we call God is actually a synonym for love, and love is a synonym for God, and it's the starting point of everything, of the whole universe. Of life has evolved over centuries through this energy of love. So the future of religion, I think, is not so much in the institution, even not in the liturgy, the wording, even the Gospels will make sense only if we come back to what is at the heart of every single person, like this calling I was able to listen to. And so the most important thing to me is to find space where we can actually sit still in silence, to be able to be in touch with this very precious part of our being that we all have, but our modern society doesn't provide us any space to connect with this center. So that's a matter of a will to have this strong will to take time aside of the modern life, daily life, to connect with the heart and to then be able to relate with religion and with community.
How do you think contemplative communities like WCCM can help shape the future of religion?
This matter of doubting, when we are told something from a religious institution, we have a critical mind, which is perfectly healthy, and we question it. We say, but the priest, said such and such, but I don't agree with it, with him, and I don't understand why he's saying that. So this is when I think it's important to come back to our own spiritual center, to withdraw, to go in silence, in peace, and to let it evolve, and to discern, after meditation maybe, to discern if what we heard resonates in a way with love, or if it doesn't. And it may be something we've been told seems to be very bright, very intelligent, but we don't find any echo in ourselves with our need for peace, or need for love. Or from this time of reflection, something will arise. Maybe it's not quite related with what we heard, but something else will arise and resonate with our own life experience, and we will be able to build some kind of wisdom from what we heard. So I think in religion, official religion, it's very important to understand that we're the main person in charge. We cannot delegate our spiritual growth. We cannot ask someone else to do it for us. It's not like a class teacher who is teaching us mathematics or history. When we are told something, this first step is of no importance if we don't make something out of it. And making something out of it is being able to build it in our own life from our center. And usually that means being able to share it somehow with other people, because we are men and women. Our goal, I would say, is to help people around us so we can receive in return. But this is a very important step this is really what religion leads us to. But we have to filter everything that we are told in order to see how it can support this important step of serving others.